Ethereum and XRP. Those are the ones we're going to be going over today. What you can see from Bitcoin here on the 4-hour time frame is what we were looking at. We got a nice little break right out through the upside here. Now what we're doing, guys, we're trying to hold $8,111 as support right here, this previous area. You can see where we had the red line, that was our resistance. This was a little flag that we were in. You can see how we had a nice strong move to the upside on heavier volume. So that's exactly what you want to see. We're up above our 20, our 50, and our 200 moving average. So that's all good things. The next area that I'm going to look at, I believe that we have the potential to get up to 9,193 if this move wants to continue. And this is a true move, and the whales don't just rip this right back out. This is an area that we dropped so hard and so fast. A lot of the times it can almost be like in the stock market, a gap. I've talked about this before, where it'll fill on this backside and we'll have a nice straight shot to the upside. So we do have to be aware of that. I'm not saying it has to happen. The main thing for me that I want to see is for us to consolidate right above this bear flag here. So you can see how we push down, we move sideways. So this is a previous area that I want to break up and hold as support. Okay, so we've broken up through it. We want to hold that as support so that we can come up here and challenge that next area at 9,193. I think that's going to be extremely important for us. In terms of the volatility stop on the 4-hour time frame, we're looking at 8,063 right now. For me, overall, I think we would want to hold around 7,260 is going to be a key area. Then it'd also be up here around that $7,500. We don't want to drop below that, but it's nice to see that we had a nice strong move out of here and it's coming on more volume. You can see the average volume right there. This is well above it, so that's exactly what you're waiting or wanting to see. But we still have about 2 more hours on this candle, and with this candle here, we want to close up above these areas. Okay, we don't want a really long wick here. That would show rejection. So it's important for the next 2 hours here where this candle closes, and hopefully there's not a lot of wick. And if there's not a lot of wick, maybe we'll get another increase of buying and maybe head up to around that 9,193. And this isn't so shocking, just even do, guys, because overall, like we've talked about, say we even came up, if we don't get over top of this 10,569, it's still just a lower high overall in the macro sense. So, you know, in the macro, we're still bearish, we're still in a downtrend, but in the micro or the intermediate term sense, this intermediate term trend out of this rising wedge, we're breaking to the upside here. So that's a really good thing, and we're getting up above key resistance areas. So the next area I would look at is that 9,193. So that's Bitcoin, guys, and obviously we want to consolidate or hold as support 8,111. You get some from that, like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that notification bell. Guys, if you can hear my computer in the background, the fan, like I told you, I've tried to fix it. I actually have a new computer that they're saying is supposed to show up today, so I'm excited to have that for us, and a little upgrade. It's supposed to have some great speed to it, so it'll be nice to get off the laptop here. But just wanted to let you know that, so I'll probably be working on that later today once I get back from work. So next we're going to go into Litecoin. Take a look at this. Litecoin, we're up at $47.21. Nice little move. So with what Litecoin we were looking at the other day, we had 2 separate trend lines we were looking at. So this was our first one. We had lower highs coming in. We ended up breaking through that. We basically came back and back tested it, and then we got up through the critical area that I was looking at of $44.17. We have cleared that. Then we also cleared here this red trend line that I had. We broke up above that. So there were 2 that I wanted to get up above, and we've gotten up above both of them. So now what's important is for us to stay up above, we'll call it $47.15. That's going to be the area, 47.15 right here. This previous resistance that we broke up above, we want to stay up above that. If we stay up above that, we have a nice shot, guys, of running up to $51. That would be the next overhead resistance area. Then I believe it could be a real fast shot up to 63 if we do make that move, because of how far, yet again, how fast and aggressive we fell here. Could we have run into some resistance area at about $57? Absolutely, because that was an area of congestion right here. But a lot of the times, like I was talking about, when you have those straight drops down, you can have a straight shot up to the upside. So that's definitely something I'm going to look at. So holding up above $47.11 is going to be the key for Litecoin right now. And for the day, we want to see a close up above that. And then also $51 is going to be the next overhead resistance. Then we're going to be looking up to about $63.38. And then what we need to hold is $44.17 is going to be an area that I want to hold, as well as this 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which is going to put us out there at around, let's see, $42.03. We want to hold that, but it's nice still volume coming in here. Litecoin price crosses $45, so you know we have a nice little shot at really running higher here overall for the technicals. We take a look at this. We have a 6 sell, 8 neutral, 14 buy, oscillators 2 sell, 7 neutral, 2 buy. And then our moving average is 4 sell, 1 neutral, 12 buy, and that's on the 1-day time frame there. So that is looking good. We're in that nice little trend, that uptrend. This white overall uptrend is what I want to pay attention to as well. We don't want to lose those lower highs. That's what's so important for us. Okay, so that's Litecoin, part of the Litecoin family there, guys. You like the Litecoin coverage, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Those are the trend lines, support, resistance, everything that I'm going to be looking at there. And then we'll get into Ethereum next, see what ETH has going on. We find this one, guys, always escapes me. See, we're up there around, you can see these areas that we were talking about the other day. Looking pretty sweet here. Beautiful uptrend. Higher lows still coming in. We've broken up above that 174, and we have tested now this 205, this area of 205. If we can get up above that, consolidate upon that, we have a good shot at running up to $247. That really could be the next area. But what I like with Ethereum, we still need more volume. I want to see more volume coming in, but this is just as pure uptrend as you can really get here. We're having higher lows, this yellow trend line coming in. We're having higher highs, just been steadily moving up strong. We're up above the 50, we're up above the 20, we're up above the 200 on the 4-hour time frame there. So that's looking pretty good. And I just wanted to put that on your radar because we broke through some key levels there. So the next shot, if we can get up there, is going to be $247. And you can see the above average volume coming in here. We're going to have to see where this candle closes, though, because of right now we're having a little bit of rejection here. Do you see how there's some profit being taken? So we're going to have to watch that. It'll be important where the candle closes because we don't want one of these stalling patterns or like an advanced block pattern where it slows down up into that area. Volatility stop right now is at $199 if you're playing this on the 4-hour time frame. If we go out to the 1-day time frame, which is always interesting to look at as well, our volatility stop would be down around $182 right now. And you can see how this looks on the 1-day time frame. This is the resistance area you're running into. The next one's going to be around that 247. Then it would be back up around the top that we saw around $287, and that top was back around February 16th, 2020. So this is important. This is a nice little uptrend for Ethereum, guys. That's exactly what you want to see. Now, in terms of the 4-hour time frame, I just want to take a quick look at the RSI, see how we're looking there. So with our relative strength index, we're at 75.29. So we are in that overextended territory. You have to remember on the 4-hour, we can get up into the 90s. We've been there before, and we've been there just recently. So there could still be a whole nother kick that comes in here up to that $247. But safely, in terms of stops, guys, I would definitely use those volatility stops because, you know, we should continue to the upside. We shouldn't have one of these big fakes where you drop down and then pump back up or whatever to just take out your stop loss. If we're going to continue to the upside, we most likely are going to continue to the upside. But I would probably put in one of those stops on the 1-day time frame to really give you a little bit more room, a little bit more leverage. You can see how in each time frame, like the 4-hour gets tighter to the price action, and the 1-hour gets tighter, and then the farther away you get, basically the lower the volatility stop will be. And it's really nice. It calculates all that for you. You can read about it in textbooks, setting your own volatility stops. But this is nice because it keeps you aligned with the trend. You see these green dots? The trend is up. And that's what you want to always align yourself with the trend. It's the best thing you can do. Next, we're going to go into XRP here. And guys, you like me covering Ethereum. I don't know how many people out there like Ethereum. But if you guys really get some from it, let me know down low. Like I've said in these streams before, if you can just put a thumbs up, thank you, just even a letter, whatever, that really helps out with the algorithm, guys. Appreciate it. So with XRP, we had a nice little pump here. We've held support at 0.17853. We got up above the critical area of 20 cents. And now what we need to do is consolidate up here. And this is going to be around 0.21443 is going to be the area that we need to consolidate at. If we can consolidate there, we have a good shot of running up almost up to around 25 cents. This area over here where we almost had another bear flag, we had that pull down, we moved sideways on low volume, and then we had a big drop down after that. But 25 cents would be a key area for us, and then it'd be up here around, and this is all if we can continue this uptrend, then it'd be around 28 cents. And then obviously up there around that 34 cents. But it's nice to see these higher lows coming in. We've had support of these areas. On the 4-hour, we're up above the 20, the 50, and the 200. And if we take a look here at TradingView, I always like to do this for you when I remember. So 1 day, we're at 5 sell, 7 neutral, 16 buy signals. Oscillators, 3 sell, 6 neutral, 2 buy. And then moving average is strong because the trend is up. 2 sell, 1 neutral, 14 buy. So that's always something that I like to look at, is just see if I'm aligning myself with the trend. Typically, I can do it just off price action and moving averages, and I can tell where it's going to be. But it's always nice just to get that reassurance of looking in there and checking and saying, okay, this is where the oscillators are. And for XRP, we're coming up to a tough spot here around this 200 moving average. That's going to be at 23 cents. So that's another area. And like I said, you need to look at stuff. I like to play on the 4 hour and the 1 hour because I'm a little bit shorter term trader, swing trader. The 1 day is always something you need to look at as well. So never underestimate the 1 day. You need to align yourself with the one day trend as well. But you can see that trend is up right now. We're up above the 50, we're up above the 20, which is good. Typically in uptrends, you'll always stay up above that 20 EMA. The volatility stop that we're looking at right now is at 0.19665 is going to be the area there for a volatility stop. But the main thing is getting up through this 22 cents and then closing up above this 200 moving average. That's a big deal for us. We have not traded up above it since February 25th. Okay, so to get back above that, turn that in support, and then keep making these higher highs and higher lows. That's what we're looking for, guys. So, align yourself with the trend. That's the best thing I can tell you. Don't go chasing things when they're overextended. If you're in a position, it's a nice spot to be in a position, and you just want to see where this ends up going. With the halving, everything coming up, I'm sure the whales are going to have something for us, whether it's a huge pump and then a dump, or, guys, a dump on the day. We just don't know right now. That's why they're called market makers. They're the ones with all the money. They can do whatever they want to do, and they can manipulate this market any way that they want to manipulate this market. So if you get some from this, I want to make it quick for you all. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you being here with me. Like I said, if you can just throw an exclamation point, anything down there, I'll try to get back to you. Really helps out with the algorithm. Know that we're starting to get in overextended territories right now. We're running into that 200 moving average, but we're just going to have to see if we can continue to turn those overhead resistances, break them, turn them into support. That's the key that we're looking for, guys. So let me know down low. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.